Hello again, and welcome to part 13 of our Let's Play Endless Space with me, Phil. In our last video, we began our final strategic move in our game of taking over or invading our Purple Pilgrim friends. In our last video, we had just gone over here to these two systems to colonize them in order to see if we could get the expansion victory, but we were not able to do that. So we also upgraded our military plans to make to go with more beam type defense and various other things. So we ended last video with one turn into our war. We had just taken our highest powered fleet. Oh, actually, it looks like it actually wasn't our highest powered fleet. I'm sorry about that. But we took an 11,000 military power fleet into Esther, and we took out 3 of their fleets, which was a lot of military power. In this video, we're going to be, I hope this will be our last video, we're going to be taking over the Purple Pilgrims. Now, off screen in the video, I have gone and I've modified our ship designs for our 3 main attack type ships to make them more balanced in terms of defense. I kept the attack modules pretty much the same, but I made sure everybody had at least 2 of all the defensive modules. And I also forgot to put on our dreadnought, our invasion module, so we're going to put that on there, and that'll limit us in our invasion a little bit toward the beginning. But what I'm going to do also, what I was thinking about was, instead of going for these infinite productions in our queues again, we're going to go for we're going to build more ships, and so we're going to queue up a bunch of dreadnoughts. Actually, let's do the same queue for everything. So we're going to do 1 dreadnought, 2 fast attack, 2 missile attack. Also, a comment, actually, before I talk about that comment, the guard action on our fleet here, I had always thought it was for intercepting ships that were entering our system, but what it actually does is it guards against enemy fleets from leaving the system. So they can't leave unless they take us out. I think in one of my earlier videos I did acknowledge that, but then as I continued to play, I kind of forgot about it because I didn't use it as much. But I just want to let you guys know that, and I do apologize. It's probably going to be annoying if you know that, and I'm not saying it correctly, and that's one thing that always gets on my nerves about Let's Players, that I know something they don't know, and they keep repeating the same things over and over. But that's just kind of the nature of Let's Plays, unless you're live streaming. Okay, so back to our production. I'm going to take off all of our infinite queues, and I'm going to go for that dreadnought, 2 fast, 2 missile. And another comment I received was a question about whether or not repair ships are really cost effective. And I was thinking about it, and it doesn't seem that they really are, at least in terms of bringing them into a fleet that's going to be attacking. Maybe they will be good if you really need to bring up ships that are injured, and they're away from the front lines. So what might be good is to keep like an entire fleet of repair ships behind enemy lines, or rather close to the front lines, but away from danger. That way, if you need them to go in and repair your ships, you could do so. But so that's why we're not going to be building any repair ships, because at this point in the game, I don't think they're very effective, and we also haven't been focusing on researching those newer modules. So the cost effectiveness isn't really good, and they also really don't heal very good either. Okay, continue on with our task of removing our infinite and going with those queues. And this is just kind of in the background just in case. Wow, that's going to take, it says it's going to take 999 turns, but this one says it's going to take 2 turns. That's odd. These ships are not going to be attacking anytime soon. We do have a lot of ships built up here in Antares that we're going to be sending over to Esther and invading Antares with. But it's just kind of a just in case we get wiped out. It's pretty much just an insurance plan. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And we're also getting an attitude change event. Okay, yes, obviously they hate us now. Alright, yes, no, so now we can start. And those guys are those guys doing? We can ignore them. I don't think we're really gonna. Actually, let's go ahead and attack. We'll do an auto just to get, because he is blockading us. I don't think it's a huge deal, especially since there's nobody else we can trade with. Yeah, it might not have been the best idea to do that, but that's okay. And send this dreadnought up here. This guy's 0 out of 10. Just looking around. Send this guy over here. And I am also a little bit worried about counterattacks against our systems, Gaikon and Bracia and Ibany. Hopefully, if the purple guys start attacking us over there, we can go counter that quickly before they take over. They completely invade the systems, because we don't want to lose any of our systems, since we're going for the expansion victory. And this was another thing that I was a little bit, I don't know exactly how this will be handled, but we will eventually have 100% expansion victory just by taking over Antares and Esther, and if we need more, taking them over. But what if we want to go for supremacy victory? When we complete the expansion victory conditions, can we keep playing? Do we have to say, yes, I want to stop the game? You know, I'm just not sure. This is the first game I've ever played for Endless Space. So, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the real best fleet, which is this 14,000. Hang on, let me find it. There we go. We're going to send them here, and we will get attacked right away. Yep, we will. Now this is a fairly lopsided battle, but let me take a look. It is a very kinetic. There's some beam there. I'm just gonna do manual just to play some good defensive cards to make up for the fact that we are terribly unbalanced on our defensive end. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'll just go for camouflage and then 2 defense. And then actually I'm also going to go, yeah, I'm going to do that. The camouflage, defense, and offense. If we do make it to the melee phase, we are pretty souped up on our melee weapon modules, so we should be able to hit them pretty hard. Alright. Lots of stuff happening. Okay, we've taken out 2 of their ships. And we haven't accrued that much damage yet, which is great, and we are definitely going to be taking them out. The question is, will we lose any ships? And I don't believe we will. Oh, we did lose 1 ship. That might have been the repair ship, actually. Yes, since it's so little health. Yeah, I have a feeling that was the repair ship. Well, that one looks like the repair ship, actually. We might have had something with low health. Well, let's take a look at the after action report real quick. Oh, we lost a dreadnought. That sucks. That takes out a lot of military power. Alright, we're getting attacked again. It's a little bit more in their favor now, but not too much. And now it's just 5 dreadnoughts and a repair ship. Okay, yeah. That's why we had so much military power, because we had those really, really overpowered, well, not overpowered, but very, very powerful dreadnoughts. And, if we lose any ship this turn, I would expect it to be our repair ship. But this is pretty much exactly what we want to do. We want to bait them into attacking us. They'll maybe be able to take out a couple of our ships, but we'll take out entire fleets at a time. And it might be an ugly way of doing war. It's not very strategic. It's more like a numbers game. But that's the way we're going to do it, and that's probably the way we're going to win. At least on normal AI difficulty. Yep, and it looks like we won't lose any ships. Excellent. Very good. And they did counter our defense there with tactics. Alright, here comes another attack. Still a little bit closer toward not favoring toward a even battle. But let me just take a look. Yeah, they really do have just a much better balance, but we're just absolutely overwhelming them with military power, and we are a little bit ahead of them with research. So, but that's the nature of normal AI. You can kind of get away with just brute forcing your way through the galaxy. That's what it appears, at least. That appears to be the case. And I really do like the cinematic view and how all the modules that we have on correspond to all these missiles and all these beams and all these kinetic energy weapons. It's just really cool to watch all that unfold. And based on how many modules, and based on the tier of the module, you get more projectiles per round, and it's really nice. We're probably going to get attacked again. We'll dismiss that after action report. Open this up again. We are getting closer and closer to even strength, but they are using a lot of their fleets against us, and they're really just not doing well. Not doing well at all. It's only a matter of time before they start offering us peace in exchange for giving us systems. So they're arriving. Yeah, there's that fifth one. I was like, wait, I see 4 dreadnoughts in a repair ship. Where's our 5th one? Oh, there it is. So that was a good card to play there. We countered their weapon disruption. Our health is pretty low, but the dreadnoughts, oh, and we did lose one. Hopefully that was just our repair ship. The size of the explosion makes me think it might not have been, though. Yeah, here's our repair ship. So we did lose, oh, and now we're starting to really take a beating here. But we do have 2 out of 6 left. They're very low health, though. And we did lose our repair ship as well. But that's 3 victories in a row, which is pretty much what our last fleet got. And yes, this is going to be, I think the good move here would be to go manual and then do an offensive retreat, just so we don't completely lose them, and we can just send them back into our friendly territory to heal up. And as long as they don't, what can they counter? What counters tactics? As long as they don't use offense, or as long as they don't retreat themselves, I guess. Those are the only 2 cards that would counter tactics. Okay, so we were able to get out of there, and actually retreating usually doesn't work. I'm wondering if we'll lose those ships. No, we didn't. Okay, so we retreated over here to Gaikon, which is these 2. So we will leave them. I'm going to send them to Treem. It's a quick, since we used the wormhole, that's just a 1-turn movement, and it'll get them out of the enemy eyes for now. Now we'll start. Let's take a look at their fleets. Yeah, they're dwindling. They only have 3 large-sized fleets left, and even those are not as large as the ones we were just destroying. So let's send our 9,981 right in here, and we'll get countered. There it is. We will go manual again, just to make sure that we lose as little as possible by playing the right cards. And again, like I said in my previous videos, I really would like a fast forward button. I know it is fun to watch the action unfold, but I mean, I kind of know what's going on here. And you might argue, well, that's why there's a manual button, or an auto button rather. But I don't know if the auto button does cards. That might be another thing to to consider. I'm not sure if pressing the manual button for attack will play cards based on some kind of preset conditions, or if the AI will decide for you what to play, and that's kind of like the fast forward button. Not completely sure about that. That was a nice shot of those missiles hitting there. I like that. We did fairly well. We destroyed all of them. We lost about perhaps 20 to 25% of our health, but we didn't lose any ships. Looks like we have a couple fast attack, couple missile, and 3 dreadnoughts. It's a pretty good balance of those types of ships. And oh, that was our after action report from previously. This is our good one, and here we go again. We will go. Let's see what happens if we go auto. Let's see how much health we lose. Just want to experiment, and they are pretty low in their military power here. So, okay, we lost a missile attack ship, and we did lose a little bit more health. And I'm really not sure if that would have happened. Well, this is something to do with auto. And I'm not sure in the previous attack if we had gone manual and played our cards, would that have made a difference? You know, I'm just really not sure. And they have stopped attacking. Wow, already they've stopped attacking. That that's not good for them. Okay, we just leveled up our K Dark Crest 5 times. That's awesome. So we'll go for the fast move. We'll go for a Tinkerer 2. We will go for a Lethal Modder, and we will go for, let's see, defense is good, and let's go for Veteran 2. That all looks good, and this is probably for the same thing. Yep, and this is probably for, oh, we have our level 20 Fleet Commander here. And since we're invading, this Master Hacker ability might be useful, and it might be good to see what it does. And let's take a look at some of the other. Ooh, that's nice. Dirty tricks. Yeah, because each ability kind of unlocks more. There's no kind of tree that I can look at. I don't think the manual even has a tree that you can kind of say, oh, if you pick this one, you get access to this one. This one, that'd be nice to have. I'm sure somebody on the forums or somebody out there has made one of those. And this was, yes, K Dark Crest, okay. Alright, we have a game event here. Your hero has reached a level of expertise and ability that few in the galaxy can hope to match. Use their talents wisely, for they will be your tools to shape the future. So I guess that was our Fleet Commander reaching level 20. That's probably a big deal. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack some fleets. And I would have thought we would have had a choice there. But we'll go auto here. I know we just did a bunch of manual, so at this point I think we're going to be doing a lot of auto, since since the Purple Pilgrims really do not have a force that can challenge us whatsoever. And I think they hangered a bunch. I really do think that. But let's take our next largest force here, which looks like this one. Send them up here to take care of this big fleet here. We might get attacked. No, they're still not attacking us. I think their strategy, 11,026. Oh wow, that was our. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, we might have. Oh, is this K Dark Crest? Yes, I think see, our military power. He leveled up 5 times, and he already had a plus percentage increase to military power on fleet weapons and fleet defenses. So him leveling up increased that way higher. So that's why our fleet that he is controlling has more military power now. So we'll go ahead and attack with that. And this is one I do want to go manual with, because this is a fairly large fleet. So I'll just play those normal 3 cards that I have to mitigate some of the damage, in order to make up for our terrible balancing issues we have with our defense, which won't end up being an issue, I don't believe. Now, one thing we do have to watch out for in the coming turns is counterattacks from hangars, which we did see with the green pilgrims. We didn't see with the orange pilgrims. What the green pilgrims did was they would hanger their ships, they would build up a force, and then they would unhanger them and attack. which hurt us when we were trying to invade. That caused us to move other fleets that were invading out and to go take care of them. But for some reason Orange didn't do that. They might have just not had the dust or the FIDs or anything in order to take care of that. Or there might have been just a little bit of some buggy AI. Not sure. Okay, so we took out these guys pretty handedly. Very nice. Okay. And we have some more levels up. So there's our after action report, and K Darkcrest has gone up once, one point. Ooh, what's this one? Team Spirit. Huh. I've never seen that one before. That's a good one to have. And who's this? Ruch C2 Odessa 44 has leveled up twice, and he's fairly low level. So let's give him some offense, and we'll give him Tinkerer as well. So it's offense and defense. Let's dismiss that, and let's start invading with here. Let's take this guy over here. Let's take this guy over here. Let's take, oh, he has 0 out of, that's okay. Let's leave, let's take our 9,000. Actually, we might want to take our 9,000 up to Timos since it's their home system. We'll deal with that later. Take our 7,000 over to Leo. Let's take our 6,000 to Procyon. Let's take our 3,000 over to Matarka. Oh, he's at 0. We're gonna leave our 7,000 with dreadnoughts and a scout. Huh. Interesting. I actually want to pull that scout out of there and send him over here to kind of just scout. And let's take our 6,000 and go to Cetus. Let's take our 5,000 and go to Cercini. And let's merge that dreadnought with this dreadnought and this. We'll merge all those together to leave. Actually, we'll leave our 7,500 here, and next turn we'll be able to move this 5,943 military power up more. When I say up, I mean over here. And what was our guy over here doing? Missile attack. Don't remember. So we will send them over here, and we'll deal with them later. Alright, that was a pretty long turn, but it's war. Alright, so let's end the turn. And that was a very, very, very good first turn in war. I think we definitely had the drop on them. And let's see if we get any counterattacks. Nope, we'll resolve our movement, and now we're definitely going to get attacked. No? I would have expected a counterattack. Or at least a, hey, I'm here now attack. Alright, so we are going to... we're going to invade... We're going to use this Gamma fleet, which has more health, to take out some fleets here. And we're definitely just going to go auto. That was very easy. We've got a couple levels up. Katai Shalespine. And let's go with, is this defense? More defense. Veteran 4. That looks nice. We get offense and defense. Let's go for that. Oh, that opens up. Ooh, cyber skilled. Ooh, +2 ability points. Nice. Alright. And let's look at Shikara. Shikara. Yeah, Shikara Rye Steel. Let's see. Oh yeah, this guy was also an administrator, so he's pretty good for is this? Oh, this is our Silphi guy. Okay. Yes, it is. Alright, so we're gonna go for yeah, we're gonna go for veteran. Okay. And oh, looks like Timos we destroyed things, but they might have hangered up. Okay, so we're going to leave our big fleet here to invade. We're going to send that fleet, and who are these guys? 65. This one is, that's our scout, I believe. So we'll send them over there. And we want to invade and guard. And we are invading and guarding. We are invading and guarding. We want to invade and guard. We want to invade and guard. Let's see. These guys, we'll send them to, let's see, 13 out of 13, 13 out of 13, 12 out of 13, 13 out of 13, 13 out of 13, 13 out of 13, 1 out of 13, but that's our scout. I'll just leave. Let's go to Gaikon with some new ships and just kind of put everybody there. Actually, we might want to just kind of do a catch-all for all of our ships that aren't in the fleet. We'll just send them to Antares to invade. And I'm not worried about counterattacks anymore, so I'm going to send them over there. And we'll make sure I merge him up with this fleet. Guard. Make sure everybody's guarding as well. Alright. Let's take a look at what we just did. Silphi produced 3 ships. Let's go to Silphi and send them to Antares. And we're still building ships there. Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. I've done that a couple times. I always kind of tend to put my mouse over here to get to this completed constructions alert. Okay, so now we do have a fairly even battle here, so we definitely want to go manual so we can set up. Let me take a quick look. Kinetic. Shoot. Well, I think I'll just go with what I normally do. Protect against missiles, protect against kinetic, and then unleash hell. So that was a fleet that kind of came out of nowhere, but I have a feeling that was one of those hangar fleets they had sitting in a hangar on a system, and then they popped it out in order to try and counter our invasion. So right now they are okay. Now we're hitting them. They're hitting us too. They've lost 2 ships, however. No, they've lost 4. They've lost 6. We haven't lost anybody yet, but I have a feeling we will. Now we're going into the medium range. And we've taken out all but 2 of their ships. Now all but 1. Now no ships. And we might lose a ship with the remaining projectiles, perhaps? Nope, we're going to be good. And that is why the going manual and playing those cards is so important, because you can shift the balance of the battle pretty much. So that's good. And are we going to get another one? No. We're going to get, okay, we got a resource monopoly warning, a couple of them. Hydromial, we knew about that. Virtual artifacts. Oh, again. Okay, we have a game event. Hulk discovered with endless tech. The dead hulk of a ship belonging to the Endless. Okay, those are the people, the creatures who were here beforehand. If you think of maybe, I guess, the precursors, or the, I can never remember what they're called in Mass Effect and Halo. It's in the back of my head, but the precursors were Jack and Daxter, actually. Okay, Endless has been discovered drifting among the debris of an asteroid belt. Technology has been analyzed, and your vessels will benefit from a significant boost in speed. Unfortunately, this occurred during a diplomatic conclave, so all factions will benefit. Okay, so everybody benefits for warp movement and direct movement. Okay, that's a cool event. And we now have a +3 academy cap, so we can actually recruit another hero and put him on a fleet. And we get +2 trade routes. Well, trade doesn't really matter right now since we're at war with the last remaining faction. And so let's just shove let's go with that. Why not? At this point, it really doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and hire this guy. And we're going to shove him on one of our fleets. Let's see who's the most powerful that doesn't have a commander. That one looks like it. 8,000. Yeah, that 8,000 one. Great. We took care of that. Let's resolve our movement. There's that. Yeah, I think we got attacked from over here. So let's actually, we can attack them as well. And what are they? They're kinetic. Yeah, we don't have good kinetic deflectors. We would have been better off if we had just stuck with our first designs, which is where we went missile offense and kinetic defense. And I know they seem to be a little bit more balanced, but for the most part, they do have just a lot of kinetic offense. And that could be ships just kind of left over from earlier rounds that they haven't bothered to retrofit with new designs. Wow, they are going to get wiped out really quickly. We actually might lose a ship. No, actually we won't. Nope. And in a blink of an eye, they are gone. Victory at Cercini. Alright. After action report looks good. And I think I'm going to go back to those infinite productions on well, actually, well, I'll go for no, I'm not going to go for that. I'll go back with some more dust, because building more ships, I thought it might benefit us in case we were starting to lose some ships, but at this point it really isn't. And actually, I'm going to take these guys over here. They should reach it in one turn, and I will guard so we can take out that scout. And let's see, I can also do that over there with that scout. Yeah, let's send that dreadnought over there. Oh, we need something that has more than one movement. Let's send these guys over there, these two dreadnoughts, and we will guard to take out that scout. Any other scouts wandering around? Nope. So that should take care of those scouts. And let me just make sure. And it looks like there is an okay fleet over there. Nothing to worry about. How about these guys? Okay, that's a pretty big fleet. But we have our largest fleet over here, but actually that's it. They are fairly low on health. So what we will do is, in order to not lose our invasion progress, I'm going to send these guys over here. Looks like they'll reach it in one turn. That'd be great if they do. Oh, almost. These guys have 9 out of 9. They might make it. But I think I'm just going to send everybody up to Timos. And just send them up to Timos. Yersh, we're going to, again, just queue up the infinite one and send these guys up to Timos. No? Not Timos? Oh, there we go. Okay, Brian needs something to do. Sure, looks good for more industry. Bundus needs something to do as well. Impervious bunkers. Like I said, it doesn't really matter at this point. Let's see if we can colonize. Yes, we can colonize because we have 3, and we can also colonize this one as well. Looks good. Everything looks good. And yes, everything looks great, in fact. And actually, we want to start. Well, we don't really need to. I don't know. Yeah, let's just end the turn. I was looking at Matarka. I thought we sent somebody up to Matarka, and I know we probably didn't send anybody up to Batel. Okay, so here's that 5,383 fleet there. And these guys are going to come up to guard as well. Everybody is invading. And guarding. And guarding. Yep, okay. Looks good. Now we're going to invade and guard there. And we will attack there. Yes, we will. And we're just going to go auto. They only have 2 ships, so this should be fairly straightforward. Looks good. And we're going to invade and guard. And we are invading and guarding over there. We are invading and guarding over there. Esther's coming along quite nicely, as is Antares. We might actually conquer Esther before Antares. Gaikon finished its dreadnought, so we are going to send that one to Batel. Here also finished its dreadnought, so we will send that to Batel. And let's see, what else do we need to do? Ibany finished that, so we can go with, let's go with the impervious bunkers just for defense. None of this matters, none of this matters, none of this matters, hey, hey. Okay, we're Chelsix, sing, 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 sing. Okay, that looks good. Here, impervious bunkers, Nuscan, let's create that fleet and go with that. Nuscan, where was Nuscan? I can never remember. Nuscan, over there. Okay, so we will send them to Matarka. Why not? Oh, and Cancer actually has 2 ships done as well, so we will send them to Matarka as well. Let me just double check. We need Fajis to go for infinite something, or actually they need just something at all. That looks good. And let's see, our production looks good, and we have a Bracia fleet in the hangar, and that's all for that. Let's go ahead and create that just so we don't miss it. And I can't remember. Oh, Bracia's over here. So we'll send them to Matarka as well. That looks good. Everything looks good. End the turn. So now we're probably going to get attacked. Resolve movement real quick. No, it looks like they hangered up. Yeah, so they might be poised for a counterattack there. That's all right. Oh, we do have another scout that we didn't see, but that's great timing. We have a fast attack ship here that we can. Oh, actually, that was why we had that ship over there. We sent him to Matarka, I think. Let's guard that and hope we don't forget. So let's go ahead and take these guys out. And we'll send that missile attack ship up to our front lines. Looks good. Send you up here. Gaikon finished a fast attack ship. We'll send that up there as well. And we have a resource monopoly on proto-orchids. Takim finished something or other. Let's go with that. Miker also finished something or other. Let's go with Dust. Another infinite. Here finish something. Let's go for uniform shielding. And tiny. And let's do that just to queue it up, just to get it out of our hair. Nuscan. Yeah, we're going Dust. Taurus. Let's go with that. Nalan. Let's do some exploitations. What does Nalan look like? We need more food. So let's go for farms on both these planets that need exploitations. That looks good. Now we want to make sure we're invading and guarding. Invading and guarding. Invading and guarding. Invading and guarding. Yep, everything looks super great. Esther is going to fall soon. And I think at this point we can kind of just streamline it and head to the end. We're heading to the finish line, folks. Things are looking good. We'll resolve our movement. We have finally reached our last planet or system there, so we can now start our invasion on Matarka. Everyone is invading and guarding. Looks good. Finished some research. I think at this point what I'll do is I'll just send yeah, that looks good. Sure, why not? It don't matter. It don't matter. Alright. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Sounds good to me. I don't know about you guys. And again, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's just shove as much stuff on these planets that we can. Or systems, rather. Dust load. Psychoactive air. We need to get rid of that. We can do that, and we can also queue up a moon survey. And aurora waves is a good anomaly. Alright, that looks good. Everything's looking quite peachy. End the turn. Alright. Let's just take them out, just so they don't annoy us. That scout appeared out of nowhere. I'm not sure why they even did that. Scout coming over here. We have 2 dreadnoughts. Oh yeah, those were our 2 dreadnoughts, and they are healing up quite nicely. Quite nicely. So why would these? Oh, these guys. Oh, let's actually create this, and we'll merge these 2 together, and we'll send these guys up to Matarka. And let's send these 2 dreadnoughts to Batel to help with the invasion over there. Alright, and so we're gonna guard for that enemy fleet right there. And let's see. Okay, Wei needs something to do, so we will just give it our kind of standard. I don't care, I want to queue stuff up for a ton of turns. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and resolve some movement. Alright, that looks good. And are we doing? Yes, we are invading over there. Things are coming along quite nicely. I think we're about, it looks like we're about maybe a little under halfway done with our complete invasion of the Purple Pilgrims. Okay, Ibani needs something to do, so let's go with the unlimited superhighway, information superhighways. We'll go with that. Endothermic, tiny, no, we don't have any tiny or small. And we'll go with that as well. Just give it lots of stuff to do. It's probably never going to finish them by the time this game is over. And our approval is going to go in the tank once we start taking over these. Alright, now we got Esther. Excellent. And let's take a look. We are at 98% expansion victory, so 1 more system and we will hit that expansion victory. But we don't want to stop there, so let's resolve our movement. Excellent. We should hit Antares in the next turn and Timos within 2 turns, and the rest will come. And I think they should come by the end of this video. Hopefully, we might have just finished the end of this video, and then we'll come back for just a quick wrap-up video and thoughts on the game and all that. I know I definitely have some thoughts I want to share and just kind of go over. And I'm definitely going to be continuing on making Let's Play videos. I'll probably not be just making Let's Plays of this game, but I'll be moving on to different kinds of games and other games. I have a very large game collection, and I do like to play games, and I'm really getting into this whole Let's Play thing, and it kind of focuses me to actually try playing games. Getting through them instead of just kind of becoming bored and not playing them ever again and never finishing anything. So this benefits me as well as you. Alright, so let's go for, looks like we're just gonna go dust there. We're gonna go on Fajis and go with our normal assortment of stuff to shut you up. That looks good. Alright, Veni needs let's go with that. That's 7 turns, and we'll go with that. That's 49 turns. Alright, and let's see, let me make sure. Oh, we need something on Esther. We'll do that and that. 7 turns looks good. Let's make sure we have a couple in Brassia, a couple of fleets in the hangar in Brassia, so I'll get them out of there. And Brassia was there, and these fleets don't need to worry about scouts anymore, so I'm going to merge them together and send them to Matarka. Alright, everything looks good. Let's end the turn. Okay, so we just hit our our expansion victory. So I'm gonna say yes, I would like to continue playing, because I really would just kind of like to finish off our Purple Pilgrim friends. Okay, we do have an attacker, a fairly substantial attacker, but we're gonna go manual so we can play our normal assortment of cards in order to offset some of that damage. So that's great. We were victorious at expansion. Now I'm wondering, once again, I mean, we can continue playing, so will we get another alert message when we take out these the Purple Pilgrims? That's my only question, because going for a militaristic supremacy victory seems to me would be taking out other players completely. That might not be the case. I'll have to consult the manual for exactly what the victory conditions are. Most likely there's just something I'm not thinking of that distinguishes the expansionist to the supremacy. Alright, so they've actually lasted fairly good into the medium range phase. Oh, no, they're gone. And again, we didn't lose anybody. Excellent. Alright. So that was their final hurrah. Oh, they do have another final hurrah. Alright, so let's go manual again. It looks like a similar setup. It's all kinetic. Okay, it's all kinetic. Well, with that in mind, I'm just going to go completely defense. And like I was saying before some of this attacking stuff happened, I'm going to be doing more Let's Play series. I haven't decided yet what game I'll be Let's Playing through. I'd like it to be something with a different genre than a strategy game or a 4X game, just to mix it up. I might, come back and do a 4X strategy game eventually in the future. Maybe I'll play some Civilization or something like that. But I'd like to do maybe some kind of RPG game, or maybe some kind of action game, third-person action, something like that, just to mix it up for my benefit as well as for yours. Obviously playing the same types of games works for some people, but for me, I like to mix things up. And doing these Let's Plays, like I was saying, really focuses me on trying to complete games. And I'll be able to check more games off my list of games that I've completed, which is very cool. Alright, are we gonna get... They do actually, yeah, they definitely had some hangared fleets that were kind of sitting in their hangars, just kind of trying to wait for a good time, the best time to do it. And look at that, we do have the expansion victory, but we don't have the percentage for supremacy victory. Okay, but we're gonna take out these guys anyway, because I want to. So let's see. I think our best bet might be to go split up our forces and kind of shove them off to various star systems. And we'll go to Battelle. Obviously, there's really no risk of anything happening, and we're going to take out. We want to use this fleet, and we'll take out that. Oh, actually, they might have a little bit of a jump on us here, so we'll go manual. Let's see, we have what the hell? Okay, kinetic and kinetic. Okay, that must have been a scout. That first ship. I'm like, it has no attack or defense modules. What the hell's going on here? So we'll just go defense all the way. And we've got about 10 minutes left in this video, so what we'll probably end up doing is finishing up our invasion and destruction of the Purple Pilgrims, and we'll have a quick 5 to 10 minute wrap-up video for the series. Yeah, I remember when we were first doing our attacks in the first couple of videos. It was so simple, and now it's just a beautiful orchestra of all these lasers and beams and missiles just going at each other, and it's great when the developers can come up with a system that happens behind the scenes, but then connect it with like a user interface like this. It's really great. And then to, you know, add like a card battling system, that's great as well. So we were victorious. We did lose 5 ships. That's quite alright. Close that. The after action reports. Dustwater Monopoly. Our level 1 hero leveled up, so we'll give him some more offense. Resolve our movement. And oh, we gotta make sure. Doesn't look like we're guarding. There we go. I think one fleet is designated as like the top level fleet, and then that shows the icon, the guarding icons. So Timos needs something to do. That looks good. Brian needs something to do. That looks good. And Brachia needs something to do. We'll create that fleet first of all. And looks like we're gonna go, yep, we're gonna go infinite dust there. And we'll just send him to Batel. That sounds good. Alright, end the turn. We're gonna get a hero next round. We're not gonna bother hooking that up. We'll just yes, I know, we are victorious. Yes, we're gonna continue playing. Just so I can say I wiped out an entire civilization, or rather entire galaxy of civilizations. Okay, we have a game event, another legendary wreck analyzed. So it was one of those endless, ancient ship of the endless. We got plus 40 XP on all our ships. That's cool. And we have a new hero there, so we'll close that. Sing needs something else to do. Keep him busy for 8 turns. That'll be good. And this is a scout, so we'll go ahead and just attack that. Get it out of our hair. With guard on, it won't be able to lead the system, but it wouldn't be stupid enough to attack us. So that's why. Ainai should fall in the next turn. Esther has fallen. Oh, that was probably why we got that alert for victory. And actually, that percentage has gone away. So that's alright. And we'll send this guy over to, where's our least? Oh, Leo's going to fall as well. We are going to send this guy to Cestus. And we'll end the turn. So at this point, I'm probably just going to try to get this done as quickly as possible. I don't know if I'm going to really explain much. I'll just kind of shove things off as quickly as possible. Leo fell. Timos is good. Ainai just fell. Send him up. These guys up to Cestus. Looking good, looking good. Taurus needs something to do. And let's see, we'll do that. Yeah, that's good. That'll keep him busy for the rest of the game. End the turn. Alright, let's see. Proxion fell. We'll send these guys up to Cestus. I think we have another scout. Yep. Another scout will attack and go auto. Another 2 scouts rather. Close that. Looks good. And anything else happened? Antares fell. I think that happened a long time ago. So we'll actually send all those ships up to Matarka. And we have a level up here. We'll give you some offense and some fast attack. Doesn't really matter. Takim needs something to do. Nothing much to do. We'll give you that, and then we'll go infinite dust there. That was that. That was that. End the turn. And we're not going to bother queuing anything up on these systems we're conquering here. Leo just fell. Oh, no, actually Leo had fallen before, so we're going to send that up there. We'll resolve the rest of the movement. We got a level up on our dude over here, so let's increases offense, even though it doesn't matter. We got an empty moon. Yeah, here we got a deer with. So let's go for harden and this collaboration, and then we'll go industry like dust like that. Let's see, and I think we can. Yeah, that's 18 turns. That should take him plenty of time. Keep him occupied. Let's see. Cestus is looking good. Batel has fallen. We'll send those ships to Matarka. Cetus, rather. I think I've been calling it Cestus. That's alright. I'm surprised the Purple Pilgrims haven't said, hey, we give yet. But, yeah, usually that does happen. Wait, we got that empty moon. Okay, let's just go that and then that. Esther, that, and that. Alright, looks good. End the turn. Oh, okay, we just took out Cestus. They do have a ship up here. Okay, they are just scouts, so we'll take them out. And we'll send all these guys over here. 2 systems to go. We have a Monopoly of Eden Incense, and now we have a hero who's leveled up. We'll give them some more defense. Doesn't matter. Close that. End the turn. These should fall within 2 turns, and it's going to be perfect timing for the end of the video. Matarka has fallen. It should. We've got almost our entire fleet over here, except for these guys who are moving. And Timos, yep, those fleets are moving. We'll send everybody over to Circini to finish off our Purple Pilgrim pals. They were the first people we encountered. No, actually, they might have been the second. No, I think they were the first, actually. And they were nice to us. They did kind of smack us around a little bit while we were in the state of Cold War, so this is just payback for that. Consider it that. If you need a justification for why we did this, that's our justification. Alright, that's all set, and one more turn might just do it, especially with all the ships. Yes, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now conquered the galaxy. Eliminated. Dismiss. We'll resolve that movement. Alright, so that's it. We can't really do anything else. We ended up having an expansionist victory officially. Then we took maybe 10 or 15 more turns past that in order to take out the Purple Pilgrims. And now the galaxy is ours, and we can finally have peace. So, with that, and we just got in under the gun, I think I'll make one more video after this one as a kind of wrap up, going over what we did, thoughts on the game, and kind of looking forward to our next Let's Play series. And this has been very, very fun, and I've had a lot of fun doing this. What is this? Yes, 13 parts, so each was about an hour each, so 13 hours, so that's a pretty good length of game for the settings that we set up. So yeah, that's about it. Not much more to say, except thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed taking out everyone in the known galaxy, and I'll see you for the wrap-up video.